Greetings, everybody. This is your boy, Ntimbo Mpamba, doing what he does best. Today, we're going to be talking about the UNAID Sustainable Development Goals 2030. And the article in the news today, they are way off track after 5 years. Why? Because of the COVID-19. It reminded me of the 90-90-90. 90% tested, 90% on ARVs, and 90% with suppressed virus. Was it met? No, it wasn't. What was the problem again? The COVID-19. One thing that I always remember is we live on borrowed time, and it's the value of one day. Let's go to the Bible. Matthew 6 verse 34 states that do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow has got its own problems, because the worries of today are more than enough for you to carry. The world and the UN Sustainable Goals was agreement between parties. But the question that the UN and the parties did not understand is that life did not read the same agreement. Whatever you plan, you've got to have a backup plan. I might not be as educated as the policymakers, but one thing that I possess is wisdom. And wisdom only comes from the fear of God. You know, one young man called Nkosinati, right now, he works for MTN. He told me something to say, if he could cross the Limpopo River and make the best out of that crossing of the Limpopo River to actually work for one of the biggest companies in the world, who am I not to educate those that make policies? Ladies and gentlemen, not everything that happens in life is a backlash, but it's a lesson to be learned. The UN, you can learn from somebody despite of their education level, because one day you realize that without them, you will never understand what 100% is. Why? Because I am that 1%, which goes back to the value of one day living on borrowed time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, as I enjoy my cup of coffee on a hot day. Bon appetit.
We all want to return to the way things were before COVID-19. But there's one area where I hope we never go back: our complacency about pandemics. We can get ahead of infectious disease outbreaks. By the next pandemic, I believe we can have what I call mega testing diagnostic platforms. They can be deployed quickly, cost very little, and test 20% of the entire population every week. We also want to get treatments out far faster next time. One of the most promising is monoclonal antibodies. These manufactured antibodies grab onto the virus and disable it just like your immune system, and can reduce death rates by as much as 80%. I also think that we'll develop new vaccines quickly, in large part due to this new mRNA platform. mRNA will become faster to develop, easier to store, and lower cost. That's a huge breakthrough. To stop future pandemics quickly, we need to be able to spot disease outbreaks as soon as they happen anywhere in the world. And that requires a global alert system. If there turns out to be some new infectious pathogen, then we need a group of infectious disease responders to spring into action. Think of these as like pandemic firefighters. They're going to use their logistics, use their ability to build up capacity quickly. They're going to go wherever that problem is. Stopping the next pandemic will require a big investment, but I think of this as the best insurance policy the world could buy. You can read more about this in our annual letter.